I don't know what's going on. So Miguel wins by upscaling.
What do you think? What do you think Miguel upscaled?
I think he upskills because he was beating Miles consistently without going all out.
Okay. Do you want to tackle him being a Miles consistently first, or him holding back or not first?
Uh, we can go over whether or not he was beating Miles consistently.
Okay. Can you show me evidence of him beating Miles consistently? Because I can only think of one instance Miguel had the advantage.
Okay.
Andre's knowledge on ATSV is a bit rusty. He might lose this topic. Oh my God, Andre, you chose a bad decision. You made a bad decision.
How?
I got a feeling you're gonna get like your booty raped this whole debate. Andre, you bet you. I'm gonna mental nerd amp you real quick. You cannot lose before you debate me.
Wait, you say mental nerf amp?
I meant a mental amp, but Andre, I have to be your first L. Like you can't go out like this.
Now imagine he debates you when he wins.
Imagine he debates me and he wins. That's like saying, what if an ant fights a lion and kills it? Like that's not gonna.
I mean, I don't know. Make it like a million ants. I don't know.
I think a lion could kill a billion ants. Actually, that's an interesting debate topic, Andre. Want to debate a lion versus a billion ants.
Well, actually, yeah, no. 1 billion bullet ants. Yeah.
I feel like that'd be very inconvenient, but I think the lion could handle it. Yeah.
Okay. So as we can see, hold on, let me send in scans.
I can't wait till I'm legally old enough to go to a bar.
I mean, how old are you now?
12.
So as we can see, Miguel has like multiple opportunities to finish the job on Miles, and he just doesn't take it because he's holding. He just doesn't take it because he's holding back, and that's not the point of what he's trying to do. He's trying to convince Miles.
Okay, wait.
And even then,
Okay.
they're still like relative with Miguel being slightly above.
Okay, wait. So are you talking about when he slams him into the train?
I'm talking about just throughout the entire fight.
Okay, give me timestamps.
The entire video.
So you're saying the entire video Miguel was winning?
No, I'm saying they were relative. Like there are some points where Miles is
Yeah,
either countering.
I don't think they were relative.
They were.
Because I think Miles beats him at every instance other than the train shit.
Literally just not true because he has him pinned down on top of a car and like
Yeah,
the
Miles
subway or
literally
some
escapes
shit.
from his grabs, and then Miguel
That
chases
doesn't
him.
matter. You said that Miles had that advantage throughout the entire thing until the train shit. That's just not true.
Getting pinned to the car is not Miguel having the advantage, but Miles literally breaks out of it.
Huh?
So
Miles only broke out of it because another car like crashed into them.
Nigga, what? Hold on, let me look.
I mean, that car hits Miguel. That's the only like Miles didn't break out of it. Like, what are you talking about? It's at go to 40 seconds. Miguel literally has Miles like pinned down and could easily finish him here, and then a car hits him.
Okay, wait, hold up. Wait, what the fuck? Let me look at this. Even if we say the car is the reason that Miles escaped from that, I don't think it's relevant because you have no evidence that Miguel was going to win if that car didn't hit.
Yeah, that's my point. Miguel is holding back because he doesn't have the intent to like seriously hurt Miles. He's trying to
realize Miles isn't trying to seriously hurt Miguel either, right?
That's in character for Miles, though. That's not in character for Miguel.
Wait.
In character, Miguel has bloodlust. Miles doesn't. So I
Wait,
mean,
can you prove?
whether or not
Wait.
Miles
Why are
is
you saying?
going all out doesn't
What's your
matter
argument for why Miguel's holding back in the first place?
because we know that Miguel does have bloodlust, unlike other Spider-Man, and he doesn't.
Wait,
He doesn't
so
hold back in
he's holding
character.
back because he has bloodlust.
What?
I just asked you what's your evidence that he's holding back? You said he's bloodlust.
Because what I'm saying is he has multiple chances to finish. You know that he in character does, and he
What multiple?
doesn't.
Like
He
you're
hasn't
saying
pinned, he
okay,
hasn't pinned
what?
down multiple times throughout this fight.
Okay, so so you're saying that because he doesn't kill Miles, he's holding back.
Yes, that is what.
Wait, why could it? Wait, why could this just means that Miguel didn't get an opening to kill Miles?
Because I'm literally telling you, he had the nigga pinned down multiple times, meaning he has a
Just
chance
okay.
to kill him.
Why does having Miles pinned mean he could have killed him? The fuck?
Because we see at the end that when he has him pinned down, he spends like how long is this? This is this is a long ass time. He's this is like damn near 2 minutes where he's literally just monologuing to Miles.
Okay, so
Wow.
that would just mean it's in character for him to monologue.
Not really.
Also,
Because
why would
that's directly contradicted because his first appearance on screen, he's about to kill one of the villains. So
wait?
we know that Miguel does kill in character.
Can you prove that if he wasn't monologuing, he would have killed Miles?
Okay. I mean, I just said it, but I'll send it.
Oh my god. The Cobra Kai topic was more competitive. Oh my god, there's no way Master's becoming a cowboy bebop band. Someone kill me in the fucking...
Glizz, I must say, you are not ripping your set very well. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, Glizzy, Sir Williams, this in your ass.
I'll send in scans and I'll grab the timestamp real quick. I don't think this is showing the scene that I'm looking for. Oh wait, yes it does, yes it does, yes it does, yes it does. Let me find the exact time. Okay, go to like 4:15. As we see, he's literally holding the vulture's head and he's bounced it off. And then the helicopter
When did
like
I ask
flashes
about the
around him.
vulture?
Because you asked to show that Miguel wouldn't just monologue in character, and when I'm
I moved on from that point. I'm letting you have it.
What?
I'm saying what? I never asked you to send proof of that. I said send proof that if he wasn't monologuing, he would have killed Miles.
This is my proof that he in character kills.
Okay, I don't care that if he in character kills. I'm saying if he attempted to, prove he would have succeeded.
I don't need to prove that because my argument is that he didn't have killing intent versus Miles.
Andrew, what's happening to your mic, mate?
Oh god.
Oh, is my mic tripping?
Yeah, your mic sounded like you just shoved your dick into a meat grinder.
Oh, chill. But no, I don't need to prove that because my entire premise stated that Miguel didn't have killing intent versus Miles.
You do need to prove that. Otherwise, what's your evidence that Miguel upscales Miles?
Because they are literally like at the bare minimum relative while he's holding back. My argument is that he in character kills his opponents.
Okay, so is your argument that they're relative while he's not trying to kill Miles? So if he was trying to kill Miles, that
I'm saying if Miguel goes all out with killing intent, he would kill Miles. Because in character he kills while Miles doesn't.
But they're not even relative considering Miles beat him while his only goal was to run away and he was nerfed.
Miles would still have to defend himself in order to run away. He's fully aware of this.
Okay, that's fine. That still shows that his objective isn't focused on beating Miguel.
Literally just not true. He is actively trying to fend off Miguel from him.
Okay, he's only trying to fend off Miguel in the context of him interfering with him escaping. If he does not go out his way to attack Miguel at any point.
That literally would not
nerfed.
decrease his fighting ability or his strength at all. Like it would not.
I never said it would. I'm just saying it hinders his ability to take all opportunities to focus on Miguel and attack him because he's more focused on running away. And also, he was nerfed
How was he nerfed?
because his molecules were disintegrating because Miguel took his wristband away. And we know based off the first movie that when they're in a universe they're not supposed to, they slowly die.
Yeah, over time they glitch. The glitching is what causes their shit to
Yeah,
deteriorate.
because
But they don't
their
get they
cells,
don't
because their
inherently
cells
get
start
weaker.
disintegrating.
They don't
Yes, that
inherently get weaker.
if your cells disintegrate, you would get weaker.
You could literally never prove that they inherently are getting weaker.
We see at multiple points that what's it called that whenever they start doing that glitching shit and they like perform an action that like they just start like flopping over and dying.
Yeah, because they're actively glitching. As soon as they finish glitching, they're like essentially perfectly fine.
They are not essentially perfectly fine because they're shown being fatigued whenever this happens.
Not afterwards. You're claiming that they're fatigued during the glitching, like while the glitching is active.
No, I'm saying I'm saying during the glitching. No, I'm saying during the glitching their cells are disintegrating, and I'm saying afterwards they're fatigued.
Yeah, you can never. We don't see a single example of them being fatigued after.
We
We've
literally
never
see
seen this.
we see multiple instances that they stagger after they glitch. Do you want to see that?
Yes, then.
Wait, what is this debate, by the way?
Miguel versus Miles. I'm arguing that Miguel and Miles were relative while Miguel was holding back. And now I guess he's arguing that Miles was nerfed.
As well, like his cells like disintegrating.
Huh?
Is he arguing that his cells were like destroyed or some shit?
Yes.
Okay, we see this happening with Miles and when he goes to the wrong dimension, and we see it happening in the first movie.
What's the timestamp?
Let me find the timestamp. Okay, for the first video, go to 449, and let me look at the second video.
Okay. 449. Yeah, they're literally perfectly fine when the glitching happen after the glitching happens in the first video. The only reason they're on the ground is because they fell to the ground while glitching. They're literally not panting or anything. They just look right back up and are just on their knees.
Hold
So
up.
like they're not.
This is quite the interesting debate. Wait, who's judging, by the way?
Kirsten, yeah. Where'd Deep Dish go?
Nigga, what? We literally see them staying on the ground for multiple seconds after the
And
glitching's
I just
already
said they
started.
weren't like panting or anything. Like they were only
We
on
literally
the
see they
ground
all okay, but
because-
we literally see all their faces are grimacing.
Huh?
All their faces are grimacing, showing they're in pain.
Let me go back to it.
But like Glizzy, Glizzy.
Who's talking right now?
Their faces are not grimacing. When Peter looks up, he literally looks fucking normal. Like his face
Bro,
is
do I need to send you a
extremely
screenshot
normal.
of bro? Do I need to send you a screenshot of them grimacing?
Send the screenshot.
Yeah, Andrew, we should do the video after this debate.
Okay.
But so, was Speed in VC lately or not?
What?
Was Speed in VC?
No, I don't think
Not
so.
within the last like 4 hours.
Hold on. I think my Discord just froze.
Yo, Glizzy, claim Vermeer under right now. Claim Vermeer.
Idiot.
Burden of Blackness.
Burden of blackness.
That is
Round draft.
literally like the millisecond that he gets out of the glitching. The full
Okay,
clip.
but that's
If you send
okay.
the
That's still
full clip
after.
after,
That's still after. That's still after.
that's literally as he's getting out. If you send the full clip, which I can screen record right now, when he looks up, he literally
No,
looks
you don't.
perfectly
There's
fine.
no need. There's no need to do that.
There isn't because my argument is that when the glitching is completely finished, they are perfectly fine.
The glitching is literally completely finished in the screenshots I sent.
That's literally like as it is finishing, which is why I'm saying
That's
I
not
can
as it
send.
is finishing because they're
Okay,
not
I can
glitching.
send the entire clip right now.
Hey guys, that's just like a screenshot though, so you can't really prove that. You know, it's just still image, so you have to prove like with the video.
Which is why I just said I'll screen record the entire thing.
Right. By the curse, when are you coming to London, mate?
What'd you say, Rain?
When are you coming to London?
Actually, I don't care if what's it called. What's it called? I'll steal man about what's it called. It's not fucking after. It's just during. Do you still agree that it would hinder Miles's like ability to fight, or it's should I
What
say escape
glitching?
in this instance? Yeah, whenever he's glitching, because
No,
there's
I
like a
don't.
part where he's like, 'cause we see multiple times that he's trying to like he's moving upwards and he falls down because he glitches.
Yeah, the glitching happening would take him out in that moment because I mean he's glitching,
Okay,
but
yeah. So you, okay, so you agree that glitching was a
perfectly
hindrance on his
fine.
performance. So you agree that glitching was a hindrance on his performance.
Yeah, with fighting
Okay,
ability,
thank
you
you.
haven't proven how it would nerf him.
I literally just told you there's multiple instances where he's like trying to escape and the glitching interferes with what he's trying to do.
Yeah, but like I said, doesn't affect his fighting ability. Your argument is
Nigga,
that
I'm
he
not.
fought relative to Miguel while nerfed. The glitching never happens while he's actively fighting Miguel. It just happens while he's trying to get away.
No, my argument. No, my what's it called? My argument is that he was fitting off Miguel and escaping, but right. But then
You
he
said
starts
what?
glitching, and that's the only reason Miguel is even able to restrain him onto the train. I think.
Okay, that would just mean that Miguel's just like unable to catch Miles if he's running away after getting a head start. Like, I mean, okay. I'm talking about their fighting ability. We see them fighting, and Miles in that
Okay,
instance would be
they're
fighting to
they're
defend
not even
himself.
relative when they fight. Miles quite literally fends him off at multiple points.
And Miguel pins him down at multiple points while holding back, which you didn't disprove.
Nigga, the only way he's holding back is under your arguments that he's not trying to kill him, supposedly.
Exactly. He's not bloodlusted, meaning he's not going all out because he doesn't have killer intent, which he would have.
Wait, how does Miguel even pin him down multiple times? I can only think of one instance he pinned him, and it lasted for a second.
I mean, I sent the fight. He had him pinned down underground or in the wherever the fuck that shit was,
Yeah,
and then
that
a
lasted
car
for
hit
like
him
a
off.
second, and then a car hit them.
It was for long,
Oh,
and the length
okay.
doesn't really matter because he had him pinned down. And judging from how he had the nigga pinned down for 2 minutes, it probably would have been way longer if Miles didn't get outside help.
Okay, him getting pinned on the train was irrelevant because, like I said, because that happened after the glitching, and I can send you multiple instances of Miles blatantly just beating up Miguel.
He's fending off a holding back Miguel. I never claimed that there was never an
And I already
instance.
explained to you how Miles is even focused on him, so I don't think Miguel trying to kill Miles or not matters.
It literally doesn't matter because we're agreeing that there are instances where they fight, where Miles would be trying to defend himself.
Okay, Miles is trying to defend himself, but each instance he's trying to focus on running away. So what the fuck?
That doesn't change what I'm saying at all. When Miguel catches him, there are instances where they are fighting and Miles actively has.
Okay,
And they
I'm
are
saying every
shown to
single
be
instance
relative
Miles.
while they are
I'm saying
fighting.
every instance Miles wins. I can show you.
Yeah, that's just a blatant lie.
Okay, and
Because
I can
you've
show you
already
because I'm
agreed
not
to there
lying.
being 2 instances where Miguel has the nigga pinned down. So that literally just
Nigga,
means that
I already explained
every
the
single
context
instance
behind both of those instances. The first instance, The first instance, Miles gets pinned, it barely lasts, and then a car hits him, so we don't even know what would happen. And the second instance only happens as a result of Miles glitching. So can
It
I send
didn't
the
happen
scans?
as a
Can I
result of
send the
Miles
can I send the
glitching.
scans? Can I send the scans of Miles bodying Miguel, please?
Because I already agreed that there's instances during their fights where Miles does gain the advantage.
No,
That's
I'm
why I
saying
said
at
they were
every.
relative.
I'm saying at every point Miles had the advantage, other than the train shit. And that was
Yeah,
'cause
that's
he
just
glitched.
blatantly contradictory since you're already agreeing that there's instances where Miguel has the nigga pinned down. Blatantly contradictory.
Miguel pinning him down does not prove relativity.
It does. And
No, it
hold
doesn't.
on. Let me check something real quick.
This is kind of a dumb debate.
Also, you just fucking lied about the second instance where Miguel pinned him down. It was not because Miles glitched at all. Miles tried to web him and Miguel broke through that shit and then choke slammed him into the train.
Yeah, the only reason he slid towards Miguel was because he glitched. He was
Miles
escaping.
sliding towards Miguel is irrelevant.
If his goal is to
Outcome at all.
escape and if his goal is to escape and he's sliding closer to the person that's trying to catch him, then it is relevant. The fuck.
Before he even slid down, he was already making an effort to get up. Miles's plan was to literally stay there and draw the Spider-Man out so he could jump off. He wasn't trying to like actively move further up the train. He was just trying to fend off
Yes, he
Miguel.
was, because we literally see that's what he's trying to do before he glitches.
He only does that when Miguel actively starts getting closer.
Huh? He was moving upwards. Then he
Literally,
glitches.
huh?
He was moving upwards, then he glitches and he slides down. The fuck.
Let me rewatch.
This is so fucking.
Yeah, so
stupid.
I'm literally watching the clip. Him sliding down is so irrelevant. It literally it just barely slides him down, and it is not irrelevant at all in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, I'll explain how it's relevant if he's trying to escape from Miguel and he's going closer to Miguel because he's glitching. So that's
His
fine.
plan is to just stay a certain distance away from Miguel, which is why I'm saying.
So he's trying to stay away from Miguel and then he's getting put closer to Miguel. What part do you not understand?
What I'm saying is that it's essentially irrelevant because then he turns around and
It is relevant.
he tries
It
to
is
web Miguel,
compromised
and Miguel
control.
breaks through it and choke slams him. You said that him glitching when that's not true.
Yes, him glitching actively made it easier for
Him
Miguel to catch him.
glitching it had nothing to do with it because Miles tries
Yes, it
to
did because it put him
Miles
closer to
try
Miguel.
him getting closer would not have affected it at all. Miles tries to web him from a distance and Miguel breaks through it and
Okay,
choke slams him.
Spedre.
She
Do you
has
understand? Do
no
you agree that
effect on
webs?
that.
Spedre. Do you agree that webs have like a certain length when you shoot them?
Jess, why is that relevant?
Okay, so if Miguel webs Miles then slams him, right? That's because he shot the web from a certain distance. So therefore, him glitching and getting put closer to Miguel is actively helping Miguel,
The
which is
distance does
aided
not
in him
affect
getting
the
choked
strength
slammed.
of the web at all. Like
Nigga, I'm not talking about
the distance that Miles
I'm not
slid
talking
down.
about the strafe. I'm talking about the ability for it to catch
Yeah, that's
Miles.
literally just not relevant because Miguel. This is literally to break down the scene. You can go watch stands. Miles tries to web him. Miguel breaks through it. Miguel still has to climb up to the nigga, and Miles is just sitting there. He still has to climb up to him, and then while Miles is just sitting there, he grabs him by his throat and slams him on this train.
Yeah,
That's literally
that's
what
fine.
happened.
And I'm saying the glitching put him closer to Miguel. So I don't get what you're doing.
Him being close to Miguel is just irrelevant in the grand scheme. Like it doesn't matter at all.
I already explained to you multiple times how it is relevant because number one, his goal is to actively escape Miguel. Number two, the webs have what's a limited distance. So if Miles is closer to Miguel, then obviously it's going to be easier for Miguel to tag him the closer Miles is to him.
Literally doesn't matter because he webs. Okay, we can leave this point up to John. I've explained why
Okay,
your
so the
reasoning
only
literally
reason,
doesn't matter.
so it's the only reason you think Miguel is relative to Miles because he pins him.
Because he is able to pin him down multiple times while holding back. Yes.
He only pins
No.
him down twice, to my knowledge.
That is multiple times. Like,
Okay,
just clarify,
okay,
did not
okay.
change what I said.
What the fuck?
Like,
Okay,
Wait,
well, I
Andre.
understand how the. Okay, we
what's
already
up,
agreed.
Peps?
I was
We
gonna
already
say,
agreed
can you?
that.
Okay, no man. I was gonna say, can you repeat your refute to him, like how it's not relevant?
I'm saying it's not relevant because the distance that Miles slid down literally did not matter because he tries to web Miguel from a distance after climbing back up the distance that he fell, and Miguel breaks through it. Miles is just sitting there and up to him, like just
Okay, first of all,
blitzes
you
him.
didn't even say that middle part.
That is
You
what I
didn't.
said. What I said. What?
Anyways, the point is that Miles would have. Anyways, the point is Miles would have been further up if he never glitched. But anyways, okay. So the first assist, we already agreed that it barely lasted before the car hit, so we can't say what would have happened, right?
I don't agree on that.
Okay, so what's your interpretation of that scene?
Miguel is blatantly shown to be physically stronger than Miles, seeing as he held the nigga down for 2 minutes. So
Nigga,
if the
I'm
car
talking about
never
the
hit
first
him,
time he pins him.
I'm explaining why. So going off of that evidence that he is physically stronger, he most likely would have held the nigga down for longer if the car didn't hit him and give Miles outside help.
So you're okay. So you're saying he would have been pinned the first time because he pins him later on.
Just because the
Yeah,
pin
I don't
later
think
on
think
shows
those
that
I don't
Miguel is
think those
physically
instances are
stronger.
equivalent.
How are they not equivalent?
Well, because for one, they're on different terrain, and two, one it says Miles was slammed, and his cells were more deteriorated.
Okay, you didn't prove, you failed to have any like longing after effects. So I mean, we can just move on to judgment at this point.
Wait, I'm judging as well, right?
Because I need to give my instances of Miles biting Miguel to show they're not relative.
It's not really relevant because I already agreed that there's instances where Miles is winning against Miguel.
Isn't that always
Like,
correct?
this isn't relevant.
Okay, wait. So can you explain? So other than that, can you
We just
explain why?
I already have my
Can you
mind.
explain,
Yeah, can we just move on to
can you
judgment?
explain why if Miguel was trying to kill Miguel, he killed
On
Miles, he would have won?
Because
Honestly,
they
I
were
should get-
relative. We can move on
I'm
to
gonna
judgment if you want.
Wait,
Prove that him trying to kill Miles would be the difference to let him surpass Miles. Like quantify that.
I'm done debating at this point. We can move on to judgment. Like, this isn't really going anywhere at this point.
Can I give judgment as well?
I guess you can join Curse. I mean, it's mainly gonna be Curse's.
Because
I'm not gonna lie, Glizzy. No offense, but you were doing way better at the CK topic, even though I thought you were gonna say.
right,
I think Pokery won. Like
I
mid.
think Pokemon mid high def.
That is what I said. So yeah. Do you have any like disagreements with the decision, Glizzy?
Thing is like, you know how
Why do you
Andre
think?
said,
Why do you think
like,
Andre won?
the fact that I was like
Why
climbing
do I
up
think
this
Andre?
so
Because I think you kind of misunderstood his argument. His argument wasn't that like if Miguel had those instances that he would have won, like killed him there. His arguments like without killer intent, they were still relative. So like,
Wait, huh?
okay, so basically, Glizzy, his entire premise was that Miguel's winning because even when he was trying to like not kill Miles, he still was relative to him. And like basically
Yeah,
he
but
got shit about not trying to kill him through. And I think he won the other points about them being relative. So
yeah, but I mentioned how what's it called? Wait, what point you think he won about them being relative? The pin shit.
Like, I'll believe that.
He kind of just proved like his instance where he pinned him down in the car thing where he got hit by the car. He kind of explained like I think he explained that like since he was able to get that advantage there and like it was interfered by like an outside situation, you can't really say like it doesn't matter because like you said it yourself. We don't know
Wait,
what would
what?
if
So how does that help him if you can literally not gauge what would have
well
happened?
because he doesn't need to like prove what he would have done in that instance because he's not saying oh yeah if Miguel was trying to kill him he would have killed him. He just
Yeah,
trying to
I get that, but I'm like saying like, how is him bringing up Miguel pinning Miles and that is this relevant? If we both agree, we don't see what would have happened
because he's able to get Miles.
because he's able to what?
He's able to get an advantage on Miles, and you can't really say, well, it didn't last long, so it doesn't matter because like we don't know what would have happened. So that's more of like a detriment to you than anything, because it is completely possible that in that Miguel could have killed him if he was bloodlusted. When we don't know that, but we just don't know that for sure. But like, just due to that fact, it would mean that.
Wait, I'm so lost. You keep saying that you agree that like it was agreed by both parties. That's like irrelevant, but then you're saying it somehow helped Andre.
Glizzy, what he's saying is that it helps Andre more than it helps you, basically.
Like, okay, let me put it like this. His premise, okay, is that Miguel would win because while holding back with no bloodlust, he was relative to Miles, right? His evidence of him being relative was that he was able to pin him down in one instance and pin him down in another. You mentioned that in one of those instances was only for like a second, so it shouldn't matter, right? But his counter was that the only reason it lasted for a second was by an outside source. So you can't use that against Miguel because he did still accomplish the pin.
Okay, but what about the things I brought up about why Miles wasn't at his peak either?
I don't think you really won the good point. Did you make another point, or was it just a good
Yeah,
point?
the running. Yeah, the fact that he was focused on only running away.
I don't really think that really changes like much because like even if I'm trying so hard not to argue for like Andre, can you like run back your counter for that?
Counter to it was essentially that like he focused on running away. There is literally just instances where he has no choice but to fight back, so he would have to be like trying his hardest to defend
You
himself.
did not say that. What the fuck?
It's like a more okay. That's essentially like what I said. I literally said there's still gonna be instances where he has to fight back. I did say that.
Yeah, and then I said, okay, I agree. There's instances where he had to fend off Miguel, but that still shows that he's not taking over what's it called every opportunity to try to incapacitate Miguel. Because every time that he has to fend off Miguel, he goes right back to trying to run away.
Okay. Okay, so Glizzy, you might have won that point from what I've heard. About him not really trying to fight Miguel, but like, what does that really prove? It's like,
Okay, so the thing that it proves is that okay, assuming my arguments like about the two instances don't go through, that means at worst they're relative, but then like they're just both unquantifiably nerfed, so it'd be like a stalemate.
bro, that's bad.
Honestly, you should have just argued that that Miles is electric next.
Y'all should just flip a coin on who.
What?
Okay, I choose heads.
Based off, anyone got like a quarter on him right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, streamer, like record the thing. Because based off what I heard, I'm not gonna lie. Like to be fair for Andre, he did win most of the points. Like if not, like he literally only lost 1 point. To be honest, so like I don't know. It's a little weird to say.
Hey guys, look at Butterhost debates council god. GG.
Just let them debate again.
Bro, no, they're not.
What are we gonna debate again?
I want to go to bed.
Okay, well,
GG.
Yeah, it was tails. GG.
I'm glad Glizzy mentioned the mistake, but like,
you know how Andre
I'm
said,
not gonna lie, I was surprised you didn't break because I felt like while arguing that I low-key lost that point because there was really nothing I could say. I mean, he was more focused on running away.
well, the thing is, like, I don't know, like towards the end, I felt like Andre already won, so I kind of zoned out a bit.
I feel like if I could have articulated the what's it called glitching thing better, I would have had a more solid case.
Thing is that I don't know. The thing is, like, you could have also mentioned like when Miguel had Miles pinned that he wasn't trying to fight back because his goal wasn't to like get away in that instance. His goal was just to buy time to get to the top of the train so he could jump off.
Yeah, and he was also a little preoccupied with the reveal that his friends that like got what portrayed him. You know.
Yeah,
I was
but
looking
feel like
waiting
Andre
for him to say Miles was
the thing
mentally
was,
nerved.
the thing was, Andre's whole point was that like that thing should have even have lasted as long as it did because Miguel, if he was like bloodless, it would have been monologuing.
Yo, not even
Yeah,
gonna
but
lie.
like we don't know if he would have been able to like accomplish that goal because like
Yeah, well, that's what I
Miles
that's what I
actually-
said. Well, that's what I said in the debate, and I don't even remember what Andre's counter
Hold
was.
on. Not
Yeah,
gonna
okay,
lie.
but
In the
you
debate,
said that, but, like the thing is that you never brought up a reason why it wouldn't matter. Like you just like basically, Andre's premise was just essentially that like Miguel wins because he just upscales, right? Or like Miguel wins because while holding back they were relative and shit. So like
Wait, but-
if all he had to do was